Kababayan Today. Today, you get to call us and you get to speak with our immigration attorneys, Attorney Allison Aquino-Silva and Attorney Richard Loew. Our caller on the phone, kasama natin si Chris from Santa Ana. Chris, ano pong tanong ninyo ngayong araw na ito?
Hi, good afternoon po.
Good
Yeah, my
afternoon.
question is about my brother, because we were petitioned by my auntie, yung tita ko po pinetition si daddy, and our F4 visa is priority date is like April 7, 1989. So nung lumabas po yung processing, according to the processing, it was released on August 1, 2010. But they said that my brother is overage. So I don't know what should we do about that. Will he qualify for the Child Status Protection Act?
Definitely the analysis regarding your brother needs to be made immediately regarding whether he is covered under the Child Status Protection Act or not. Because there is a one-year rule where if a person is claiming their eligibility based on the CSPA or the Child Status Protection Act, you have to make that claim or pursue the application within 1 year. As to whether his brother is actually included in that or not, it's a mathematical calculation. It's very fact-specific. Essentially, you take the date of filing, you take the processing time, you subtract, you take a look at when the priority date became current. And if after you do that calculation, the age for the brother comes out to under 21, then he will be covered under the CSPA. And so definitely you should go ahead and have a more specific consultation, because all of those specific dates are going to need to be taken a look at. And like it said, it needs to be done now because there is a one-year rule.
Okay, I didn't know attorneys were also mathematicians, yeah? Okay, we've got our next caller on the phone, Narcissa. Narcissa is joining us. She has a question for our attorneys. Narcissa, ano pong tanong ninyo?
Hi, good afternoon. I have a question about my daughter whom I petitioned 245I, the revised law. Gusto ko lang malaman kung anong year na ngayon ang pinaprocess. Approved na yung petition ko, pero hindi ko alam kung anong year ngayon ng ano.
Okay, the question is always the filing, right?
Yes.
When did you file it?
April 2001.
April 2001.
Yes.
So they're trying to figure out when that's going to be coming out. You have your calculators?
Well, actually, so it'll depend on the category that they're in.
Okay.
If the mother is a U.S. citizen when that petition was filed, then the category right now is at 2000, and so that's actually already going to be current in maybe about a year or two. If the category is in F2B, which is a petitioner who is a green card holder only, then they're already at 2004. And so, or if the child is married and U.S. citizen, they're at 1993. So you need to take a look at which category. Depending on the category, it might be soon. With the 245I, however, there were a lot of people who were submitting applications around that date, so do expect the priority dates to start slowing down as we approach that date. But hopefully within the next few years, if not already, that should become current.
Okay, so there are lots of factors that you need to consider: what category you're in, when you filed, and this is everything that a lawyer can determine for you. We have Elizabeth on the phone for us. She has a question. Elizabeth, ano pong tanong ninyo?
Ay, magandang hapon po.
Good afternoon din po.
Ang tanong ko po ay, yung pinsan ko ay actually immigrant. Ngayon, umuwi po siya ng Pilipinas. Ngayon, siya ay nandito na uli. Subalit siya ay sumobra sa kanyang pag-uwi. Mga siguro 1 and 5 months siya nag-stay. Dahil sa kanyang nanay, na which is nagkaroon ng aksidente doon sa Pilipinas, na hit and run, so na-stay siya ng matagal. Ngayon, nandito na siya, nakabalik siya, kaya hindi sinasadyang pagkakataon dahil sinabi nga na maswerte ka't nakapasok ka pa. Ngayon, gusto niyang mag-file ng kanyang citizenship. Paano ba ang gagawin niya?
Okay, so her cousin was an immigrant but overstayed in the Philippines over 1.5 months. I can assume that this was on a green card. Now that she wants to file for citizenship, she's worried about her overstaying in the Philippines. However, there was cause for her to stay because her mother got into an accident. So I guess the question here is, when she files for citizenship, will she be eligible if she knew she overstayed in the Philippines?
Yeah, this is actually a very good question, just generally speaking, because people need to be aware that even though they leave the United States and stay outside for a long period of time and then return without incident, that still may have an effect on their citizenship. Those questions can be asked at that time, even though they were let back into the United States. So yes, it's something that you should be concerned about. You need to, as she has here, has an excuse, has a reason that needs to be documented. It may also affect whether or not she has enough time in the United States to file. I don't know when she actually became a permanent resident, so those things are affected. But yes, it is something that she needs to pay attention to, but I don't think it's something that can't be overcome.
Okay.
And actually, yes, because there are two rules. In this particular situation, the individual was outside the U.S. for over 1 year. And so actually the rule is if you are outside the U.S. for more than 1 year, then unfortunately it does break continuous residence, the continuous residence requirement for citizenship. And so in all likelihood, the cousin is going to be delayed in filing for citizenship. There is a presumptive, rebuttable presumption if you have been outside the U.S. for more than 6 months but less than 1 year. And so in that situation, they could have brought in the evidence about the mom being in an accident and be able to still continue on with the citizenship application. It's that 1 year rule, unfortunately, that might disqualify the person. And so individuals who have broken that continuous residency, they can go ahead and move forward with the citizenship application 4 years and 1 day after they have resumed their residency, and so that's something that they may need to take a look at.
Okay, all right, we are here taking your calls live on Kababayan Today. Give us a call once again after we come back from break. That's 1-800-553-5724. We'll be right back.